live stream just might light a fire in you. No, stop scrolling. This story might just inspire your next big move. Today, we are introducing to you one of our new collaborators, Jeremiah Ott, and he's going to be telling us all about himself and what he does. And hey, Francine, how you doing today?
Yay, I'm so excited to welcome our new collaborator and soon to be author.
It's so exciting. All right, let's bring him on.
Yay!
Hey, Jeremiah.
Welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Sure.
You had a little question mark with that.
We might be taking Jeremiah a little outside of his comfort zone today, but he's going to do awesome, right, Jeremiah?
Yeah, I'm gonna do just fine with the live stream. First time, right?
Yay!
Yes. Love it. All right. So, to get started, everyone, of course, just wants to know a little bit more about you. So, Jeremiah, tell them a little bit more about you and what you do.
Okay. My name is Jeremiah Ott. I work in digital marketing. I'm owner of a business involved digital marketing. I've been running that business for about 3 years now. I worked in freelance as a digital marketer on my own for a while, but it's kind of involved, a little bit evolved over time. I have a full service agency in partnership with Client Focused Media, and just enjoying the ride.
That's awesome. We hung out for your ribbon cutting on Friday. That was pretty fun.
That would be with the Clay County Chamber of Commerce organization in which we all belong and attend Finally Friday.
One of the best networking groups in all of Jacksonville's area, and it's on Friday when you really don't really feel like working anymore, and you're still getting work done. So, it's one of those great collaborations, kind of. So anyway, Jeremiah, tell us a little bit more about starting your business. What made you decide to get into the digital marketing space?
So that question has been asked a few times. I feel like I give the same answer, but it's just the truth. So I started my business actually, as you just mentioned, on Finally Friday 3 years ago, which was the anniversary of my father's passing. And I did it for a few different reasons in memory of him. But I have a background in IT and computer sciences, a educational background in organizational management. So started to combine those two aspects, and I fell in love with the graphic design, which turned into website development. And then that just led more into learning more about the digital marketing space. Digital marketing is not just one aspect, it's about 15 different combined. And you have to quote unquote perfect those elements to have an effective strategy, which is where I've found myself. My passion now is for the strategy, because I've tried to implement it on my own for so long, but without that strategy in place, it's very hard to run a marketing campaign for small businesses, medium-sized businesses, if that's not all in sync with one another. So I've been doing that, like I said, 3 years. It's just a passion of mine. I still love the graphic design. I still do flyers here and there, but that takes time. So getting more into the video content. Yeah, stepping out my comfort zone a little bit here, but it's been fun. I'm having fun with it.
Well, it sounds a lot like what we do in publishing, because I always say getting your book up on Amazon is only 20% of the process. Everything else you just explained is the rest of the story. So we're going to be hoping that you could guide us in some of these other jobs that we have to do as authors, because we all have our own specialties. I am a writing coach. I have the publishing experience, and Heidi's that mindset coach. So now we have you on our team to help us with what? SEO, optimizing our search engines, and
SEO, website, enhancing your visibility a little bit. It's digital marketing is not just something you set up and it's done. It's constant optimization, redefining or retargeting your audience. Your audience is going to change different platforms. So learning who your audience is over time using metrics and analytics. So you can have your Google My Business profile in place, a website in place. You see how your website is converting through different forms, different pages, all have a purpose. They serve to get a phone call or to convert and build out your CRM, which is your database for your clients to stay in touch, to keep that constant relationship going with your clients within your business or whatever goal you're trying to accomplish with your marketing. So that is where I come in now, through what I've learned over the 3 years of consistently failing and learning through those lessons. And it's tough, but learned a lot through that process and found that the collaboration aspect of not only marketing but sharing your story with others is the only way to go.
so can you give us a sneak peek on what story you want to share in this anthology?
Okay, live stream. You're gonna catch me like that.
If you're not sure yet, you could just say I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's there's a lot of different pieces to my personal story. Um, I've shared them, I guess, in fragments. So I'm not really sure which one I want to share right now on a live stream. And it might take up the entire time that we have, so I don't want to do that.
So wait. I just want to point out to everyone out there that's watching, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I should do this collaboration anthology. So you can start here. I don't know what I'm going to choose yet. And you can start here, especially if you're going to start now and not wait to the last minute. Because Jeremiah, we were talking about this on Friday. You got time to process through all of this and choose which story that you're going to work on and develop. You have time to work with us and be like, okay, I've got a couple things in mind. What do you think about this, this, or this? And we'd be like, ew, pick B. That one was the most interesting one to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So this doesn't have to be a scary or totally uncertain thing. Just start writing down the ideas, and there is no bad idea, and you have plenty of time to explore.
And we did a brainstorming session with Heidi right here during this live stream. And we took this, you can't see my hands right now, but they're 5 feet wide. We took this much story and we narrowed it down to here, to something that she could tell in less than 1,500 words that the audience wants to hear. So what I want to do is schedule another brainstorming session where we could all get together and talk about our stories and see how we could help you narrow your scope down to make it easier for you to process what you want to write about. So if you're watching this live stream and you're not sure if you have a story to tell, or if anybody would want to read your story, or you have the 5 foot long story that you need to turn into 1 foot long, watch my socials, Francine Juline on Facebook, and I will be announcing a brainstorming session real soon. I call them the idea incubators.
Well, I guess since you put it that way, Francine, I'll share the fragments that I've kind of shared with Heidi and you, and try to keep us in the time that we have. So yeah, I started my business, but I also, like I said, I had that. There was a purpose behind it. We talked about Friday being my dad's anniversary of his passing. I was born profoundly deaf. I was told a lot of things. I was told that I wasn't going to be able to do a lot of what normal people today would be doing. If you would have asked me last week if I was going to be on a live stream with you two, I would have said no. There's no way I'd be doing that either. So I have just developed over becoming an entrepreneur and through some of the things that I've gone through in my life that your mindset is everything. Your mindset is what allows you, like it is completely up to you what you want to accomplish. Uh, Everyone can have their opinions. Everyone can tell you that you can't do it. But if you take that and say, okay, well, wait till tomorrow, I'll show you I can do it. That is the premise of what I try to live by every day. Is you tell me I'm not going to be able to do it. You might make me uncomfortable, like you're doing right now, but I'm still going to do it. I'm going to give it 110%. I might fail at it, but I'm going to learn a lot from it. And that's what being an entrepreneur has taught me is you got to learn from your failure. You're going to fail. If you don't embrace failure, then you're never even going to feel what it is to succeed at all. Uh, and it's not even about the success; it's about what you learn along the way that really matters. And running a business on your own for some time can teach you that you can only learn so much on your own, which is why I wanted to join you, Heidi and Francine, in this project because it is about collaboration. At its essence, collaboration is what sparks ideas, and you can't get any valuable feedback from those lessons you learned through everything you've failed or tried to accomplish on your own. So that's why it does take no matter how much AI has integrated into our lives, it's still you can't take away that or you can't replicate that human touch, that human connection like you do through collaboration and build something together.
Well said.
Yeah, beautifully, beautifully said.
Thank you.
He's going to do great as an author, Francine.
Yes, 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 yes.
He's even doing so great on the speaking on the live stream. This is
Right?
amazing.
Thank you to you.
So I like that you told people the reason that you wanted to get involved with this. And we've also had you fill out a survey and think a little bit about what goals you want to achieve with this collaboration. So talk a little bit more about what goals that you're going to be working on achieving over the next year working with us.
I want to be a part of a community that, like Francine touched on, isn't. They might be afraid to get behind a phone and share their story, put it on paper. Um, I just want to be a part of a community that is striving to do something different. That's that's the that's the goal. What comes from that will probably be 10 times different by the end. But the goal is just to be a part of the community that has that same goal in mind. To use collaboration, not to be scared of sharing your story and work with other people that have gone through similar experiences and understand that we're just people. We all have a story to tell and it's worth telling.
And the beauty of that is in telling our stories, we're going to inspire so many people that need to hear about other people who believe that they could overcome something that they are going through.
Exactly. Perfectly said. Yes.
And I think this book is going to be really powerful, like one of those books I'm just going to have sitting there for those days that I'm just down and out. Because let's face it, we're all human and we're going to have those days. So I like to have kind of my ammunition sitting there waiting for the times that I know where, okay, I got knocked down. And now how am I going to feed my energy and get myself back up and running again? And I'm really excited to be a part of a book like this because it's just going to become part of my toolbox, really. Not only for reaching other people and building community, but also just for building up myself. So I do really want to thank you for having the courage to come out here to tell your story, to even get even further with doing video and live stream because it's making a difference.
Thank you for having me on. I definitely wouldn't have done it without your motivation and persistence, but I did it. I told you I was just going to go with it. I'm prepared, but that's the best way to approach it, right? It works out. Everything usually works out.
As a confident coach, I'm here to tell you that ripping that Band-Aid off and just doing it is easier than overthinking it.
Mm-hmm.
If we waited another 2 or 3 weeks for you to come on to be prepared, you would have talked yourself right out of doing it. So this isn't.
You're probably right. You're probably right. Now that I know what I got myself into, yeah, I probably would have talked myself out of it.
This is your first time, but not your last. You will be back here talking to us, and you're going to be telling our listeners how much confidence that you are building by just getting in there and doing it.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know what other kind of accountability this video stuff builds? We were talking about this earlier. We started the live stream a year ago. And when it started, our equipment was bad. We didn't know what we were doing. It was just like a complete train wreck. And when I go back and watch those videos, I'm like, but I see how much further we've come.
Remember the one when you hit go live early and didn't know how to stop it and then restarted?
That was a sad day.
No.
And I was like, no one go near that live button ever again.
We failed forward. We made a mistake. We learned how to overcome it. Nobody got hurt. Nobody died from it. Now we can laugh about it. And that's what the whole process of the collaboration is about. Trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone with the support of a team.
Exactly.
All right. So, Francine, can you put in the chat the website link
for
Jeremiah?
You guys weren't kidding. This does go by pretty quick, doesn't it, huh?
Right?
Stop.
We're almost done.
All right.
Okay. This is Jeremiah's.
Just going to go with it.
All right. So one of the things that you said on your survey, and I just lost it. Where did it go? Okay. So a measurable result that you'd like to achieve by the time the book launches. And you said book speaking gigs. So what most excites you about having some regular speaking gigs on your schedule?
Well, I guess just like you just said, Francine, just doing something that you're uncomfortable doing. That's the only way you grow, from doing those things that you don't want to do. So again, that was my goal. So I guess I can count this as my one speaking gig. Um, that was just my
First of
vision.
many. First of many.
Yes, but that was just my vision. That's where I was when I filled out the survey. Like, okay, this is I know I need to do this. Moving forward, um, and start. I've told everyone that's been pushing me to do video content. I don't like doing it. It's not that I don't like. I was uncomfortable doing it. But yeah, getting poked by Francine and Heidi, blowing me up a little bit too much, saying, "Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go." Yeah, push me out of my comfort zone, and now here I am on a live stream on at almost 5 o'clock, just winging it. So
And it didn't hurt, did it?
it worked.
It
It
didn't
worked.
hurt.
Oh, it didn't hurt either. Yeah, no, it didn't hurt, and it worked.
So when I first started doing video content, I was terrified. And I was in a mastermind with Beth Minot, who's been on our show a couple times. She talks to us about social media content and stuff like that, which is why she was my go-to buddy for, okay, I'm doing live videos now, because she does them all the time. And she's just like, oh, let's just do a live video.
Mhm.
And I'm like, now? And she's like, yeah, hold on, no problem. And I'm like, okay, I want to be like that. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's me at home, and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, hit the live button. Here we go. Should review my notes again. Hold on. And then I would chicken out. I would just flat out like, I am just not going to do it. And I'd look at the clock and go, I have like 10 minutes to do this. That should have taken like 2 minutes. So I would call Beth. And I'd be like, Beth, I can't do it. I can't hit the go live button. I've been trying. I cannot. And she would just talk me through it. She would just be like, okay, what are you talking about? Like, that sounds cool. Oh, that's going to be a great video. Sometimes just having someone telling you that it's going to be a great video and somebody will actually get something out of it is all it really takes to help your finger get the rest of the way to the go live button. And so for the first probably 3 weeks.
Say what you did before so we can record it.
Oh my gosh. I got another story about this. I took a producer course, and they were advising that when you get everybody in the studio, that you never have that official time where it's like, okay, we're going to go live and we're going to hit record. Because even the most experienced people that are really good at recording, like anything, there's some sort of psychological thing about that go live button that will freak even the best out.
You can't do anything after you go live. That's why.
Oh, there's all kinds of things you can do after you go live.
No, I mean, by the time you hit the go live button, it's done. You got to finish it. That's why you procrastinate. I actually made a post probably 2 or 3 times on my business page. It might still be there. Okay, everyone, I'm going to start making video content. I think I did this 2 years ago. I did this a year and a half ago, and then maybe another time. And it wasn't until the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks or so that I actually started on my own making video content. And then just by the, 25th take or 100th, whatever, and a lot of frustration, just get to the end and be like, okay, that's good. It's good enough. I don't care. I worked my butt to try to, make it perfect, but nothing's perfect. You just gotta keep getting better, and you get more relaxed and you get out of your head from it. So now going live, Heidi, might not. We're gonna have to plan this one out a little more in advance. Recording yourself though is a little different. You can take your time and then post it when you're ready. And people usually have
would be cool. I just thought of another way that we could get this whole team to collaborate. What if we found a nice quiet location with maybe a couple chairs and a nice wall behind us, and we take turns interviewing each other?
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah.
That sounds good. I've wanted to do an event at that aquatic store that's off Bay Meadows. I hear they really love creatives there. So
Let's think
There's lots
about
of
this.
fishies and flowing water around there. It's a very zen area to hang out and interview. But anyway, Jeremiah, if people wanted to work with you, how is the best way for them to get a hold of you?
Well, I guess they can now find me on social media through this live stream, or they can visit my website, involveddigitalmarketing.com. You can schedule a call. I can work with you if you're a small, medium-sized business, just curious about marketing in general. We'll have a consultation, or you can just reach out, Jeremiah Otts. Pretty different name. And as Finally Friday said, you ought to call me. So I'm going to keep using it.
Nice. Yeah. That's a great catchphrase.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm tagging the Clay Chamber on this video.
Yeah, I was going to say, we got to give him credit for that. It was the Clay Chamber that gave me that one.
All right, so we are getting close to 5 o'clock. I told you this will go by really quickly.
Yes, you did.
And just an update, I've been talking about the 48-hour film project. Our film got 4 nominations. We are not being shown for the best of, which is tomorrow. But if you guys are in Jacksonville, you guys should definitely check out the best of. That's tomorrow, so I'm going to put that in the chat so you can get some tickets for that. And of course, I'll be letting you know as soon as I can actually show that film to you guys. And somehow now I'm working on writing another film. You see how that happens? Collaboration just opens up all kinds of other cool things. So I hope that you guys join us up at the Believe community. Up here, we've got writing prompts every day for you to start thinking about what kind of stories you can be telling people. And visit our website, scrolling down there at the bottom to find out more details about our anthology project. We would love for you to join us outside of your comfort zone, the magical place where everything awesome happens. Don't be all alone by yourself. Like, come on, come with the party. We're gonna have a good time. Tell stories. You do it around the campfire. Travel around the world, visit each other. I mean,
it's out of your comfort zone.
That's right. All right, so let's take this thing on out. If you can conceive it, you can believe it, and you can achieve it.
From the head to the heart.
To the hands. Yes. You can.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremiah, for joining us today.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys all next week.